Hello. When looking at how my idea of my own personal philosophy has changed over the course of this program, I can't help to see that I have changed quite a bit. When I initially started this program, I kind of was just on the idea that a teacher was someone that came in, did their thing, and tried to connect to some students. But if I didn't connect to everybody, then that was fine. And then, the connections that I did make with some students, that'd be great. And those students would move on to do good things. And the ones I didn't connect with, well, that wasn't really my problem. Someone else would try to work with them. If I couldn't get through them, then maybe someone else could. But now I see through this course of this learning, through this program, that the Alliance principles have really helped guide me and changed the way I think. And I know that now I don't just get the option of just trying to connect with a couple students. I want to try to connect with all my students. And that means through a couple things. And that's, a couple of the guidelines that the guiding principles that Alliant gives me is one is through leadership. And that's showing that I can be socially responsible for my students in my classroom and aware that everyone's opinion matters, right? And that I can reflect my own personal beliefs onto my students. So I got to be careful with what I do and how I behave myself, how I carry myself in front of my students. And it's very important that I lead by example, right? That I'm willing to be an agent of change, and that I'm allowing my students to demonstrate how they feel and how they want to express themselves. The next part is, engagement. This is probably the most important part for me, is engaging with my students. Before, I didn't really think engagement was a big deal. I mean, I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't think to the level of how the engagement should. So my philosophy now is engagement is my number one priority. I know when I engage with my students that I'll give them more chances to open up to the learning and to the content I'm providing them. So through engagement, I'm allowed to express, how I want them to look at a certain topic, or how I want them to approach a certain topic, and I want to make lesson plans that keep them interested and focused, and lesson plans that speak to their own cultural beliefs and to their own social economic backgrounds. So this engagement is very important. It's important that engagement is a number one priority for me, because it is the stepping stones for all education is engagement, right? If you're not paying attention and you're not opening up to accepting the information, then there's no point, right? You just might just be going in one ear and out the other. So my personal philosophy is now engagement is my number one top priority. And once I have the students engaged, I can have them trust the learning process. I make them feel safe and comfortable in the learning environment as well. That's a big thing, is making sure students feel comfortable that they can open up to the learning, right? That they don't have to feel sheltered or shielded from expressing their ideas, and their ideas are valid, right? And then the application is applying this all, making sure that the curriculum I supply the students is something that's going to be something that's applicable to them and something that they can relate to, right? And when you do lessons plans that are relatable and engage students, then it's a win-win, because the students are going to walk away with more knowledge and more understanding of what the lesson content, and more understanding towards the lesson objectives, right? And this all comes down to being dedicated, hardworking, and loyal to my students, and working with them every day to make sure that they feel that they're in a safe learning environment where they can come to me for any ideas, or anything is safe. There's no topics off limit. I can help them in their personal lives or in their school life, okay? And I want to make sure that this is a philosophy that I carry through the rest of my career by engaging them, showing that I'm dedicated to their learning, and that I'm here for them, and that I want to be their person that they can look for leadership, the person they can look to for leadership when they might be lost or need some guidance. So this is my personal philosophy now. Prior to this, I was kind of on the idea that, teaching was just coming in, getting stuff done, and leaving for the day. But now I know it's much more than that. And when you build this engagement, you build this relationship with students, then you're going to do them a service, and they're going to do way better off in the future, not just in my class, but in future classes as well. All right. Thank you. This has been a great experience for me. I'm happy it's over. I can't wait to start going out there and really making an impact in these children's lives, students and students and their parents as well. I want to make sure everyone gets a great, the best I can offer them. All right. Thank you.